I had the money, I would. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is David. Today we're going to be taking a look at this wonderful property here in Wellspring Estates, which is in Celina, Texas, which is a suburb north of Dallas. We're currently at Grand Homes taking a look at this beautiful floor plan. Let's go take a look at this house. All right. We got to stop. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, when we talk about exterior, Grand Homes is one of those builders that does not come to play. So if you've been familiar with some of Grand Homes design, a lot of times they have more of that castle look of house. Now this house is going to be an inventory home. So inventory is basically homes that you did not personally design that are sitting on the market, or maybe the builder is the one that made all the specific picks and selections that they thought would go best. And for some reason, it's not selling. Now, I did want to add one point of clarification for inventory homes. There are some builders that are specifically inventory homes. So essentially, whatever they design and build is what you have to buy. There's no customizations that can be done. You'll see it a lot more frequently in more of the starter home and first-time home buyer kind of builders. But for the more luxury ones, they tend to stray away from that. Somebody didn't close on it. Maybe somebody was designing it at first. And let's say something happened. Let's say they lost their job for whatever reason, or let's say they had to relocate to another house. A lot of times they'll end up having to back out of the deal, and the builder will put it back on the market and see if anybody else would want this house. So this house actually fits that specific bill. So we're going to take a look at this house. As you can see, we just looked at the master. Now I'm noticing that there's hardwood throughout the downstairs. It kind of feels warm in here if I was to describe it. Let's turn on the lights for you guys. Lighting is always good. So they have the slipper tub here with the quartz countertops and a bathroom as well too, and a stand-in shower right across. And then you have separate vanities as well too. So if he tends to be a little bit messy, you can always say, hey, stay on your side over there. Now when you walk out of the master bedroom, you're greeted with a grand entrance. Not even an entrance. I don't know what I would call this. It feels like a grand entrance though. But very open concept. One thing I do like about Grand Homes is in most of their designs, they're gonna make sure that everything is open. Now y'all will be surprised. I actually saw on TikTok that somebody said that they did not like open concepts. And I was struggling to try and figure out why somebody would not like an open concept home. And the reasoning I saw was that they're cooking and they'll just smell the food all around the house. But I don't know about y'all. I would love that. Unless you're just like burning the food, unless you're just not cooking good food. The food aroma around the house is perfectly okay. Like imagine your mom baking some cookies right here. Maybe you're cooking some stew. I mean, it's cold outside, so maybe some soup, some chili. I mean, we're in Texas here, so we eat chili. But even something like tomato bisque soup, that's my personal fave. Anytime I go to, there's a restaurant down in Richardson, which is close to where I stay. And there's a restaurant there, I get the tomato basil soup every single time. That's my personal favorite. Let me know y'all's favorite soup in the comments down below. But as we're heading upstairs, you'll see the game room here. So tons of space to work with. I'm thinking maybe mount a TV right here, couch right here, face that way. If the kids are acting up, you can always see them from downstairs. Jimmy, stop that. Yeah. You have your secondary bathroom, and then you can turn this into whatever you like. Would I turn this into a movie room? It's too much lighting for a movie room. Maybe a game room, content room. So there's a lot of people that are doing content now. So if you're somebody who has a channel, oh, that would be lovely actually. Just think about it. Like you have your desk set up here, have a nice background throughout. Maybe want to focus in a little bit like closer to the wall so that lighting isn't a factor. And then you have the lighting from here coming in and here coming in. Oh yeah, this is a content room. I'll turn this into a content room. What would y'all do in this room? Let me know in the comments. What would y'all do in a room like this? But now that I think about it, it is kind of selfish because you have kids and the kids probably want to use that room for something else. So I guess the kids can win this time. Maybe the next house. All right, so this is our third bedroom that we're going into with a full bath and a full room upstairs as well too. Now, for somebody who works from home, this is probably going to be the perfect office for you because of this sunlight and this window right here. Not window, I'm not sunlight, but window right here. So already, this is, as you can see, the clouds are a little bit gloomy right now. I want to turn this camera around so you can see my lighting. Actually, it was all right. It was all right. I thought it was going to be better. Actually, this is good. This is good lighting. So if you're in the office and they say, oh, you have to turn on your Zoom cameras, you have pretty good lighting and ample space here as well too. And in case you need to stow any materials, or you want to turn this into a guest bedroom for maybe grandma's coming into town or the cousins are coming into town, you can always turn this into a guest bedroom as well too. This is going to be your formal living room. So you can turn this into however you want. One thing that I'm actually noticing as I'm walking this property for the first time is that there's so much space to kind of customize and do exactly what you want. Like apart from, of course, the rooms and stuff like that, like of course a master bedroom is going to be there. All the rooms, all the other spaces here, you can almost kind of customize it however you want to do it. Now, one thing I also want to point out is that this room has the hardwood floors and all the other rooms have carpet. So that's one distinction that I made as I'm walking through recording this content for you guys. Okay. I'll probably put pricing on the screen so that you can see how much they're asking for it. Now, since this is an inventory home, pricing is negotiable. So incentives, pricing, all those different things are going to be negotiable. So whenever you're going to these builders, come with representation. Even if it's not me, even if you're using your friend, your family, whoever it is, make sure you're being represented so that you're asking the right questions. Especially when it comes to things like your tax rate, your HOA, you want to make sure those things are being covered. You want to make sure that you're in or you want to ask the question if you're in a mud or a PID. Those are just some of the questions that you want to be asking whenever you're touring these new construction communities, because there's a lot of hidden costs that you may not account for in the beginning, or may be the reason why you choose one community over another. One thing that we didn't mention was the 3-car garage. So you could either probably turn this one into a gym right here and maybe use these 2-car garages, ample amount of driveway. So you can park in a driveway if you want, like some of these other homes have done. But those are things that you would kind of do to kind of make this house yours. So as far as curb appeal, as far as walking the property, I think this is real nice. Now it just comes down to price. Now, with some of these builders, whenever you're looking at pricing, you want to see how you can strategically formulate the deal to where it makes sense for you. And a lot of times we look at prices, and price is a very important part, but sometimes it really comes down to monthly payment. Finding a home that you're looking for, a lot of times it comes down to the monthly payment. So whenever you're looking at a type of home that you're looking at, let's say you're looking to move in the next 60 to 90 days. A lot of times you want to look at some of those quick moving options or those inventory home options if you're not that picky, because a lot of those builders, a lot of those homes are going to be up at a discount. So when it's at a discount, it's a lot better for you. And a lot of times they're throwing a lot of incentives at the property as well too. I was in a community over in, where was I at? I was in McKinney. I was taking a look at their East Ridge community over by, I think the Trophy Homes and Meritage Homes, and both of them were competing with incentives. I think at the time, Meritage was offering maybe $25,000 towards closing costs, and then Trophy was offering $30,000 towards closing costs. And so in a situation like those, you can almost kind of compete them against each other and kind of win out in the end. So with $30,000, you're looking at homes at $300,000. It's a different price range, of course, but that saves a lot of money for somebody who's a first-time buyer. Now, looking at these types of neighborhoods where you're looking at upwards of 800, 900,000, you may not save that much money as far as incentives, but it's always important to try and compete them against each other. I was about to leave the house, but I noticed we didn't talk about the backyard, so let me take y'all to the backyard as well. If I can open it. All right. So starting off here, covered patio. Ample amount of grass in the back, well, not grass, but space. And then very important, at least for me, I don't know about y'all, but for me, this is very important. I need my barbecue. So if y'all can cook barbecue,
I'll be with you sometime today.
We can, my people will talk to your people and we'll make it happen. But yeah, so this is what we have here. So lots of space. So yeah, a lot of space. This house is actually pretty nice. Listen, if I had the money, I would. We're working there, okay? Baby steps. But for y'all don't have an excuse. Y'all have the money. Y'all are watching this video, so you must have the money. All right, YouTube, well, that's it for the tour today. Hopefully you found that very helpful and useful, and it helps make you make the right decision whenever you're picking the community that you're going into. A lot of times, and a lot of my videos now, I'm starting to say this quite often, is that it's not about the home that you move into, because a lot of time we can get caught up in the exterior. We get caught up in the exterior, the interior, design, incentives, price. But a lot of times the community is what matters as well. So you want to make sure that you're moving into the right community, because a lot of times you're not really staying in a specific area for 2-3 years. You're there for 5, 10, 15 years. Real estate is a long-term investment. So whenever you're looking at a specific area that you're debating between, always consult with somebody who's knowledgeable in that area. Even if it's not, I'll keep saying it, even if it's not me, just make sure that you're doing it and not going unrepresented. My name is David. I'm an engineer turned real estate agent since September 2023. I've been in real estate all my life. My parents are actually in real estate. My dad, he's a real estate broker, and my mom, she's a mortgage broker, so it's a family business. And I'm the firstborn son, that has decided to pick up a camera and start documenting its process and kind of showcasing houses to you guys, the audience. So hopefully y'all found this helpful. If you liked everything you saw, please let me know down in the comments. That helps me a lot, really know if this is something that y'all really want to see. Because if y'all don't want to see it, I don't have to show it. I can do a different type of content that maybe y'all find useful. And hopefully y'all comment there. But the main thing is to get a comment, get a like, and yeah, hopefully you found that helpful. So we're going to do a quick drive around just so you can see the type of exterior that these type of builders do on this side of Texas. Let's go. Them boys are hard at work over there. Respect, respect. I respect those people that work on these properties, no matter the weather. That's actually one thing I'm going to say, is that I really appreciate all the different workers that build these houses no matter the weather. Because a lot of times, us as agents and buyers, we're very pressed on the timeline and things like that, but we don't understand who it's at the expense of. A lot of times it's at the expense of these people who are trying hard to make payments, make ends meet for their own family as well too, and provide for their own family. Not saying that they're not to build on time, of course, or anything like that. There's deadlines and things like that. But always have a little bit of compassion whenever you're thinking about, you know, schedule and things like that. You got to think about, you know, these are people here. These are people from the ages of, I want to say maybe 18 all the way up to 50, 60 who are working on these properties, making sure that it's everything in line with what was listed on the specification. So big shout out to those that are working in the field, in this field of real estate, that are doing a lot of the grunt work that a lot of people don't shine light on. Big thank you to you guys. Y'all guys sacrifice a lot of time and a lot of effort to make people's dreams come true. And a lot of times y'all don't get the recognition that y'all deserve. So for what it's worth, this is just me saying it. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever going to watch this or see this, but yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, because all this doesn't happen without you guys. So big thank you to those people that make this all happen. But yeah, hopefully y'all are liking these homes. My hands is like freezing out here, but if y'all like it, I love it. Now, one of the things I'm also going to do today, I'm going to take you to where, oh, actually it did pass it up. I'm going to take you to where my client is actually building their own home. And we're going to be looking at it right over here. Right now, we're going to be taking a look at one of my clients' property that he's building right now. It's scheduled to be completed in May. They haven't really started much, to be honest, and I kind of expected a little bit much by now. They would at least start framing and all that. Unless it's two-part. No, it's just one right here. Yeah, there's still a lot of land. So it should be a lot more completed than where it's at right now. This is my first time doing a grand home, so I'm not 100% sure on how quickly they can get things done. I usually see 7 to 8 month lead time, especially with bigger homes, leaking into like 9-10 month lead times to get everything completed. So hopefully they can hit the mark on completion date, and we get better news. So I'm actually going to go to the sales consultant and ask her what's going on with that, because I do expect it to be a little bit further along, especially to be completed in May. That should be done a lot. So we're gonna go ask that question right now and get some answers. But yeah, peace. So we're gonna go talk with Jamie and see what's going on with our client's build. Do y'all want to come with me? Y'all probably screaming like, yes, yes, take us, take us. All right, let's go. Me and Jamie are friends though. So don't be expecting beef or anything like that. This is me.
Oh.
Here you. Oh yeah. Hey.
Thanks, David.
No problem. Do
Hey,
you?
you get them sold?
Hopefully, for their build time.
Yeah.
How long is it gonna take? 'Cause they said May, but
Let me see
they haven't started
what the
framing.
report says. Did Tom call you
No.
Monday?
Mm-mm.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, because I know they were saying May, but they haven't even started framing yet.
You'd be shocked at how quick they can get it done. Okay, so it's trenched.
Okay.
So plumbing's ready to go.
Yeah.
We are looking at. So we have a target close date of May is the 5th month, right?
Mm-hmm.
July. Mid-July.
Mid-July. Okay.
July 19th right now. That usually changes as we go on.
Okay.
So that's our, so it's right here. So it
Yeah,
target
719.
close there.
Mhm.
And then we usually, let's see if I can find one closer up.
Have they already started the conversation with G-Day or Steven? Like
How
as
do
far
you
as
mean?
like, because I know some builders they'll give like a cadence update like every week or every 2 weeks. Or
So that's what, yes. So
That's what
typically
Monday
we
was for?
call every Monday once
Okay.
construction starts after the team meeting, which we've already had.
Mhm.
So Tom usually stays on top of that. I
Okay.
wasn't here that Monday.
Okay.
We did it over Zoom because it was gross.
Mhm.
But we typically will call, and if not, not everyone can answer
Okay.
midday on Monday. It's around noon.
Okay.
So we'll either leave a message or send a text to the text thread, and then I follow up with an email. Just, hey, here's where your house was last week. Here's where it is this week. Here's our goal for next week.
Okay.
And then a little add-on for target
Okay.
close date as we get closer. I try not to put that in there too soon because I don't want you to get hooked on that number.
Yeah.
And then hey, it's actually 2 months earlier.
Yeah.
So as we get a little bit closer, once the frame is up, after the frame is up, I know here's where we're gonna be within
Okay.
a week or two. But yes, that was a error on our part, not
Okay.
reaching out on Monday. So that should be every Monday.
Okay, every Monday.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I'm on those calls, emails.
Should be.
Should
I'll
be,
make sure you
okay.
are going forward.
All right.
For sure.
All right, cool. I appreciate it.
Typically, Tom does his own thing. We have a set time where we're supposed to sit down. On paper, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Have the sales reps and all the builders stop what they're doing and call everyone together in the same room.
Mhm.
Every week, does it happen like that? No.
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
typically, Tom just handles it.
Tom is the guy from the design
Tom's your
center?
builder. Yep.
Okay.
Tom is the project manager.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know.
One of these days, when you're up here, if you come on a weekday,
Okay.
I'll introduce you to in person.
Okay. All right. Cool. That works. That
Yeah.
works. Cool. All right. Cool. I appreciate it.
All right. It's
All
good
right.
to see you in
You have a
person.
good- Yeah. You too.
We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. So I could have sworn they told us May. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to my client and ask him if he knows that it's actually mid-July, because I was told May. So we're gonna see what's going on. Most of the part that we've been through right now has been just design center, making selections, all that. So as I stated before, and as you can hear from what Jamie stated, I should turn off my car, that they actually started plumbing, which you can kind of see based on the build. So framing is supposed to start going up soon, but I was just looking at the construction, like, it's supposed to be closing in May. At the very least, framing should already be up. So it's a good thing I caught that. So I'm going to reach out to my client and let him know that that it's actually July, mid-July. On top of that too, we haven't been getting like the cadence updates like we're supposed to be getting every single week. So yeah, I will probably text him and let him know, see what his thoughts are. He currently lives in a house right now, so it's not a big deal, but I mean, that's part of like new construction. That's how it kind of is, that dates are going to fluctuate, dates are going to change, but 2 months is a lot. Now, being that days have passed, I do have an update for you guys. So I was able to chat with my client, and he mentioned that he has been receiving updates from the construction manager. The main reason why framing hasn't gone up yet is because it's been taking a long time to get permits done from the city of Celina. Now, this is not the only builder that I've heard of that has made that same complaint. I have another client with Highland where the construction or the sales consultant mentioned the same thing. So clearly there's a big backup issue, resource issue at the city of Celina. So if you do have a home that's being built in Celina, expect some type of delay from the city. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not sure where that communication broke down. But yeah, hopefully y'all found that useful, helpful. You see, I came in there nice. I'm a nice guy. This don't make me mad. Bro, I can't go, bro. I gotta make a left. Dude behind me honking. So hopefully y'all found today pretty helpful. Just kind of showing you the process. Not showing you the process, but really kind of showcasing my life a little bit. But then also, hold on, let's make sure we're on the right track. All right, so my battery is about to die, so I'm about to go ahead and end this short. But I wanted to appreciate y'all for sticking this far along. If you're looking at this, I love you. It's okay. I love you. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates. If y'all really like this type of content, if there's any specific content that y'all really like that would give y'all a lot more perspective and more knowledge before making a decision, because this is a long-term decision. So I want to make sure that you're at least guided and educated whenever we're talking about homes and where you're going to be spending the next 5-10 years of your life, because it doesn't make sense for you to just go out on a whim on an investment, especially when we're talking in numbers of 800, 900,000 plus. Like that's a lot of money, even if you had that kind of money. So let me know down in the comments if there's any specific type of content that you want. I'll be happy to do it. But that's all, guys. Appreciate y'all for stick with me all the way through. And if you're looking to connect with me any other way, feel free to look down in the description. I have all my links, all my places you can go to reach me. Make sure you do that. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Peace.